What's up, everyone? Today I'll be talking about a Korean horror movie, and you know I'm excited when I talk about Korean horror movies because I always said it from day one with a lot of people. Do not ever compare every Asian country like their horror style is the same. Trust me, there's a different style in each Asian horror from China, Malaysia, Taiwan, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, of course, but Korea, I mean South Korea, have their own unique brand. Well, and India also is more camp, but the horror stories and horror movies in Korea is always fucking well balanced. They don't overdo it. They don't overless it. They just keep it balanced, and that's why I was so excited to talk about this one. It's a horror. It's called Horror Stories, yeah, and it's from South Korea, and it's came from 2012. Wow. Um, the, what I like about this movie is it's a good anthology horror movie. It's like how every anthology horror movie should be. Every story is connected to something. Like something in each story is always connected. It's like your traditional anthology horror movie. If you see the old ones, or even you see the new one like Trick or Treat, for example, or Creep Show. Good example of good anthology horror. Um, you got this woman being captured by the serial killer, right? And the serial killer starts saying that he needs to taste for blood. Like, so if he doesn't go to sleep, he's gonna kill her pretty much. So this girl ended up telling him different stories. And of course, you know how I am. I don't like to spoil too much because I don't like to take away people's experience from good movies. I spoil movies when it's bad, or I spoil when I have to tell the story. But in this case, I want you to be on the edge of your seat. And this movie will put you on the edge of your seat. Each story he tells the serial killer, um, you have like ghosts, you have children being scared, you know, you have serial killers, zombies. You have a mix of good elements here. But mainly, what makes Korean horror movies also great is the drama acting that will carry the horror element, the suspense, the thriller, the mystery, the fear. You know, so this movie, Horror Stories, and like I said, it's an anthology horror movie. It will not disappoint you, and of course, you get your twist ending, as usual. But with the wraparound story, of course, I highly recommend that you watch this movie in the dark. I mean, most horror movies you should watch in the dark, but when it comes to Korean horror movies, always watch it in the fucking dark. No questions asked. Lights off. Watch on your bed with your sheets over your head. Because this movie will put the sheets over your head. Because Horror Story is fucking awesome. And I don't know if there's a part two to this, but I'll find out right now. Because if there is, I'm really even more excited than I was before. Anyway, blood and gore. There is blood. There's death scenes. There's gore, of course. Like I said, it will not disappoint you. If you're a horror fan, a anthology fan, or you're just a Korean horror movie fan in general, you will not, like I said, you will not be disappointed. Highly recommend it. If I do a rating system, I'll give this an 11, not a 10. I give it an 11, over 100%. And even though I see the rating systems, I would just check their reviews. Like I see a lot like 5.0. I'm like, nah, this movie deserves more than a 5 point whatever. Anyway, peace, guys, and see you later.